One of the greatest challenges facing least developed countries is the flow of capital. How do we mobilize financing for marginalized and rural populations?
There's enormous gaps between an urban, prosperous community and a rural poor.
Crossing that divide has the potential to produce huge gains in economic development.
Lack of access to finance is trapping many people in poverty.
For the United Nations Capital Development Fund, launching innovative new solutions for last-mile investments, it's where our story begins.
In the UNCDF model, there's different layers. Beginning is the innovative stage, where there's an opportunity to try different models, see what works for that particular environment. So in a way, it's like a laboratory.
UNCDF's maturity model has three major phases. This first phase is a lot about de-risking, and it is financed primarily by UNCDF.
We prototype it into something that's workable. It's good enough to test with users and get their feedback. So we're coming up with a game concept. And as they start to have fun in the game, they will be open to learning more about the financial key lessons, like how to save money, how to calculate interest rates. Actually, it's because of the UNCDF funding that my team could be more experimental. It gives us the freedom to try out new ideas.
Our vision is to provide the high-quality solar system, which is also affordable to the rural people. That's why we start introducing PayG technology. We are essentially, developing that whole new distribution channel.
The second phase is taking the model that has been tested and piloted during the first phase and bringing additional capital and additional resources coming from the public and private sector.
Being a farmer, I know what the challenges the farmers have. The storage is a big problem actually for the farmers. There is rotten maize, there are molds.
Coffee is a lucrative business, but it is skewed in a way that farmers for a long time have not been making money.
What we want to do is have a storage facility, a grain storage center. The small investment that we've got now, we expect to grow it maybe 4, 5, 6 times.
So what we are doing currently is a real revolutionary approach that we are taking to restructure the power relations within the coffee value chain. Now we are thinking about scaling up. We want to ensure that more coffee farmers benefit from this innovation. So this is when UNCDF came in to help us further by way of coming up with a solid business plan, which now is helping us now to move to another level.
And the third phase will be eventually institutionalizing the model through policies, regulations, and making it nationally used and nationally owned. Take Uganda, for example. Our initial investment in the local development fund back in the 1990s has achieved a 45-time leverage. And this system is still very much used by the government in the form of discretionary grants to local governments.
UNCDF plays that very important role in piloting, and once it has been demonstrated and proven to be successful, the bank can then use that as a justification to engage national government and scale up.
The UNCDF approach was better because it is still what we emulated from all that time up to now. It is what the government of Uganda emulated, and it is what is being implemented at all levels of governance in Uganda.
UNCDF's three-stage business model allows our partners to take bigger risks, creating innovative solutions to some of the world's toughest challenges. We support successful projects, allowing them to grow and replicate. Then we take the best of the best and work with governments and large private investment groups to scale it all up. In the end, leveraging a small initial investment to achieve a massive set of results, supporting least developed countries as they work to meet the Sustainable Development Goals.